Hey guys, welcome back. So today we want to talk to you guys about the second book in the Land of Stories series. This one is called The Enchantress
Returns.
The Enchantress Returns, yeah. So that's what it's called.
Also by Chris Colfer.
Yeah, so we just finished reading this book and we really enjoyed it as well. So basically what it's about is now that, of course, Alex and Connor know that the fairy godmother is their grandma, and they realize what their connection is to the fairy tale world. Their life becomes a whole lot crazier, whole bunch more adventures, and yeah. So it starts out with them, of course, in the real world, and they are worried because they haven't heard from their grandma in months. They're worried about what's going on because they want to go back to the fairy tale world, because who wouldn't want to, right? And so they're waiting and waiting and waiting, and then finally, months later, their grandma actually contacts them with some really bad news. What news do they? She's telling them that their mom has been kidnapped. Yeah, their mom has been kidnapped. And I guess Brenda forgot the book. But their mom has been kidnapped and apparently has been taken back to the fairy tale world. The grandma doesn't want the kids involved, so she actually sends some of her soldiers to try and keep them in their house away from any danger. But of course, Alex and Connor do not take that well. They come up with a scheme, a plan to get back to the fairy tale world. And they definitely do. They find a way to get back there. Once they get back there, they actually have to team up with some of the other characters. They team up with Goldie and Froggy and Jack, right? Yeah. And Red Riding Hood. Red Riding Hood. So they all team up and they have to collect items
to create a wand to defeat the Enchantress. And they need, it's sort of like the first book, how they need to collect items for the spell, but this one is a wand which they need to defeat the Enchantress. So this one, they go on a bunch of different adventures, they create different things, and a bunch of people help them along the way.
Yeah, so in this book, there's lots of fun things that happen. They actually meet Trollbella. She's the funniest character in this book. She actually falls in love with Connor. She has funny nicknames for him. One of them is her Butter Boy, and he's really embarrassed about it because she's kind of ugly, and he's just embarrassed about the whole situation, but it adds a lot of humor to the book. So I really like that. Gives them a little bit of funness to it.
And we also learned that there's a secret 8th dwarf to the 7 dwarfs.
We won't tell you who he is, but definitely somebody that we've heard of before. And also, we also learn why the Enchantress is the way she is. As we all know, things happen in our life that mold us and make us the way that we are. Sometimes bad things happen and they turn people bad. We just have to learn to overcome those obstacles. Exactly. So yeah, so it's a great story. It definitely teaches you quite a few lessons, quite a few laughs in the book. I liked it. I think Brenda liked it.
It was fun to read.
Yeah, so again, it's from the Land of Stories series, and this one is called The Enchantress Returns. Go ahead and check it out. And until next time,
enjoy the adventure.
Yeah.